Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grange Headteacher CCCU Assembly. It's the last week of the Autumn 1 half term 2021. What an incredible half term we have had, and that is because we know who we are at Grange. We know what Grange stands for. It's a great, caring attitude. We're always trying our best. We're always learning, especially from our mistakes. We're always going for improvement and progress, our personal best. We're always using everything we learn to help us to make great choices in life, and we never give up because we are CC learners, and that is who we are at Grange. And all of us belong to this amazing school. And we know that part of our strength is the fact that we have Grange style character strength, confidence, and consideration. We care about ourselves, we care about everybody around us, and that powerful combination, our very own Grange CC way, makes us so powerful. Who are Grange people of power, give us hope? Well, I want to just say, I'm going to use the word striders. To stride is to walk, but really powerfully. You stride, it's the way that you walk. You walk with power. You really walk forward. So I know we always talk about CC walkers, but I'm going to talk about CC striders. I've got to say, red corridor. Oh my goodness. Holmes class in particular, I saw you today, but it's all of you in that red corridor. You are amazing CC walkers. I feel like if we have a special visitor at the school, I feel if Ofsted come, they're going to ask me, Mr. Kerbal, what does this mean when the children walk like this? I'll say, ask the children. And the children will say, that is CC walking. And the inspectors will say, what's CC walking? Never seen that in any school we've ever been to. And we'll say to the inspectors, well, welcome to Grange, which is the most wonderful school in the galaxy. And at our school, we have CC walking because we walk with confidence and we walk with consideration. I want to say, being in the purple corridor, it's amazing. I just feel your progress power. I can see everybody learning, especially popped into CLE class and saw the way that you were focusing on your science experiments. Amazing. And I want to talk about the CC warmth in the red corridor. Red corridor, year 4, you are amazing at just smiling and being friendly and being welcome. Like, I just walk down that red corridor and I just hear, hello, Mr. Kerbal. And it just makes me feel, it doesn't matter what I'm feeling that day, I just feel, wow. I just feel more confident and I feel more considerate and I just feel so much happier because you're all amazing with your CC warmth. So there's the wiggle for the hope. Right, what's our character strength focus? Well, I'm going to talk about comradeship. Now that is something that you know about friendship. Like, friendship is like when you have friendliness, when there's friends are around, then you know there is friendship there. But what is comradeship? I'm going to come back to it. We have CC walking or CC striding, as I said. We have star sitting. We know that at Grange, each one of us has to be confident because there's no substitute for us. We are the best us that we can be. I'm the best me that I can be. I have to be the best me that I can be. Each one of you has to be the best you that you can be. Right, so you have some questions to think about, and you might even have to stop the video for a bit and have a discussion with your adult or educator. So why do we have Black History Month? What's so special about Black History Month? Why do we have it? Next question. Now, this is a really difficult question, and children in year 3 and 4, I'm respecting you by asking you this question. I really want you to think about it. So maybe you're going to pause the video and teacher's going to really and educate discuss this with you. If you say black is beautiful, does that mean white is not beautiful? Big question. And we do say at Grange, black is beautiful. But does that mean if you're not black, that's not beautiful? Next question. What does it mean to truly respect someone? How do you know that you're truly respecting somebody? And also, how do you know that you're truly celebrating someone? So this is even more than respect, that you're really celebrating somebody. So those are questions to think about. Maybe you want to stop the video right now, adults, educators, teachers, parents, carers, and discuss it with your child. Right, but I think maybe you had the discussion. You're back. Here's a story. Comrade Kerbal. This is the name of the title of this story. What on earth is the story about? Comrade Kerbal. Well, back many, many, many years ago in South Africa when I lived there, well, it was a very, very difficult time in history. And there was something called apartheid, which was such a sad and terrible moment in history, especially in South Africa. And what it meant is that if you were black, you couldn't live together with a white person. And everybody, according to the color of their skin, had rules. You could only live, your color of your skin is this, so you can only live over here. Your color of skin is this, so you can only get married to this person. The color of your skin is this, so you can only own this much property. Just terrible, terrible, horrible laws based on the color of skin of the person. And it was just a really difficult time. And I was at university at the end of the 1980s in South Africa. So that's such a long time ago. The adults will help you to calculate that because we're in 2021. How long ago is the end of the 1980s? Anyway, I was in university and I thought, no, I feel this is wrong. It's unfair. It's unjust. Everybody should be respected. Everybody should be treated with dignity and with equality and with equity, no matter what the color of their skin is. And I thought, okay, that's how I feel. But I thought, okay, I don't just want to just feel, I want to do something about it. Now, it was very dangerous because the government in the country at the time, they made some really wrong laws. Remember last week we spoke about women having to have the vote. And even in this country, 100 years ago, the law was wrong and women didn't have the vote, and the law had to be changed in 1928. All women got the right to vote. So the law in South Africa was wrong. So what it meant is, in our school, you'll know we've got a classroom called Mandela class. So it was the leader of this amazing party called when I say party, I mean like a political party. So a group of people working to try and bring about good for everybody. There was a party called the African National Congress, and the leader of that party, his name was Nelson Mandela. And the government in South Africa, they banned that party, said, no, you're not allowed to have that party, you're not allowed to be a member of that party, and they put Nelson Mandela in jail for 27 years. And when I'm talking about in the late 1980s, I was at university, Nelson Mandela was still in jail, the party was still banned, and then the government started to see how wrong it was, and they started to change because of a lot of heroes like Nelson Mandela. And the government unbanned the ANC party so now you could be a member of the African National Congress, but Nelson Mandela was still in jail. It was quite a scary thing to be a member of the African National Congress. But the African National Congress, they really stood for equality, everybody to be treated with respect, no matter what the color of their skin is, no matter what their religion is, no matter what lifestyle they choose to live, who they choose to be in love with. So I decided I'm going to go and join the African National Congress. But it was quite scary because it still felt like the police were watching who's joining the African National Congress, and it still felt like you could get into a lot of trouble for it. And also, mostly the African National Congress was mainly black people were members, not so many white people were members. Anyway, off I went to the headquarters of the African National Congress in Johannesburg, and I walked into the building. I was a little bit scared, and I was feeling very out of place. And everybody was so amazing and so friendly. And they just said, welcome, come inside. It's the way I feel like sometimes if a new child comes to Grange, it's the way I would like everybody to be, is just say, welcome, come into our school, welcome, welcome. Anyway, so here's the African National Congress. That's their coat of arms. And somebody sat down with me and started to take all my details. Said, yes, welcome, so happy you want to join our party. And he said, tell me your name, tell me where you live, or what you do. I was a student. And the interesting thing is, when I joined, he said, and now welcome to the African National Congress. Comrade Kerbal. So I know you all call me Mr. Kerbal, but he called me Comrade Kerbal. And I thought, what an amazing word comrade is. Comrade means a friend, but even more than a friend, like a brother or a sister, somebody who really cares about you. And what was interesting, I went searching and I found out that the word comrade comes from the word, now we're going to need Miss Shaw, Miss Spanish Shaw, her knowledge to help us with this. But apparently, in Spanish, camera is a room, and even in Latin, camera is a room, and even in Spanish, camara is also a room. And like in English, sometimes we say the word chambers, like that's a room. So a comrade is somebody's like a roommate, somebody who shares a room with you, shares a house with you. So when the person said to me, Comrade Kerbal, I felt like I had like almost like joined a family. And another word that's really important is the word ally. And an ally is again a friend. That word actually means, it comes from the Latin, sometimes is to bind together, like when we're stronger together. Remember, we say that sometimes. Anyways, that's my story. I was welcomed into the African National Congress Party and I was called Comrade Kerbal. And I wanted to have some Grange thoughts about the questions that we asked before. Well, what does it mean to be an ally and a comrade? And I think what that means is to say, yeah, you might be different to me. Like when I walked into that headquarters of the African National Congress, most of the people were black, and I was, you can see from my face that I'm not a black person, but they said, welcome, you are one of us. You're together, you are an ally and a comrade. So to be an ally and a comrade, it's like if somebody is different to us, but we still say, I celebrate you. I want to look after you. I want to welcome you. I think that's an ally and a comrade. And it's somebody who says, I see you for who you are, and I appreciate all of that. So you remember that question that I asked before? When you say black is beautiful, does that mean white is not beautiful? Well, I actually think if you're an ally and a comrade, it doesn't mean because one thing is beautiful that the other thing is not beautiful. It's like having a beautiful garden full of different flowers and different trees, and every single one is different, but every single one is beautiful. So an ally and a comrade says, I see you for who you are, and I appreciate you for who you are. Black is beautiful, and this is Black History Month, and the story of Black history is incredible. The history of the continent of Africa, all the amazing kingdoms of Africa, the amazing traditions and customs and dress and music and celebration of Africa, everything in it. And then the journeys and the history and the strength and the resilience and the perseverance and the contribution to so many things, music and politics and law and art and philosophy that has come from Black culture and Black people right through history to these modern times. So Black is beautiful, and Black pride is important, and Black History Month is incredibly important, so that we don't forget to celebrate that. And if you're not Black, well, that's also beautiful, because whoever we are is beautiful. So when we say Black is beautiful, that is, Black is beautiful, and we say that with such pride. And even if we're not Black, it's important for us to be allies and comrades and to say Black is beautiful. That's who we choose to be at Grange. And that's why Black History Month is so important and so special and makes the world such a much better place. So that's who we are at Grange, allies and comrades. And that's what we can really do in the world, is become a diversity champion and celebrate difference. Remember, I said before, to respect somebody is to see everything about them and say, I respect that. Whether I agree with you, whether I'm like you, I respect that. To celebrate it even more is to say, I just enjoy seeing you being able to be proud of who you are. This is beautiful, and this is beautiful. I see you for who you are and appreciate all of that. I see me for who I am and appreciate all of that. And what a wonderful world we can create when we are allies and comrades and diversity champions. And especially we celebrate Black History Month so that we do not allow discrimination or racism or people to sit there with prejudice and thoughts. We say, come on, be a champion. Let's enjoy Black History Month. Let's celebrate Black Pride. So who are our stars of the week? Well, we've got Mustafa M in. And Mustafa M, you're in Beckham, I think. Yes, well done. And Aroma and Nia and Deja and Stanley and Aya. So proud of all of you. Amazing goal. Now, this is class top champions from the whole half term. So from September the 1st right till now. So amazing. The top three in each class. Well done, Stan, Kirutika, and Abbas and Matisse, Sawain and Justina and Kaylin in Picasso and Aroma and Abigail and Saba and Cleves. Fantastic. And Martina and Sarah DJ and Ananya in Beckham and Simina and Ramanula and Leland and Ennis and Olivia and Joseph and Uzair in Holmes. Look at you are true class champions from the whole half term. Well done. Grange House of Water was the highest achieving house with 35,016 points. Grange House of Fire had nearly 35,000 points. Grange House of Air had 33,255 points. Grange House of Earth had 33,381 points. So all of us together at Grange had an unbelievable 136,457 points. Last year, over the whole year, we got 500,000 points. Look where we are already, on our way to 150,000 points. So I think we're going to get there. So who was the classiest class of the whole half term, last half term? Well, Matisse class, look at you, 9,225 points. Ennis class, 9,272 points. So close, you amazing classy classes. But the classiest class of autumn 1, and I'll be on my way to come and give you an award, is Beckham class. Everybody, let's be happy for them because they are part of Grange. Remember, we're diversity champions. So whether we are, if you're Beckham, Beckham is beautiful. If you're not Beckham, we're proud of you, Beckham. We celebrate you. We respect you. We're so happy that you are there. And we're so proud of each one of us at Grange. So well done. Half-term target was 100,000. Look at us. Every single person who's watching this video, you contributed to it. Look at that. 136,457. We did it because we're powerful, we're kind, we're loved, we're Grange, and we made it. We have had an incredible autumn 1 half term. And guess what? The reindeer have been booked already. Can't wait for it. So let's do a CC salute. Confidence for myself. Consideration for our beautiful world. Let's be great. Let's be Grange. Let's have an amazing half term. Live your life with confidence and consideration. Enjoy the learning ahead. Be safe and happy. Can't wait because autumn 2 is so full of wonderful things. Fireworks, Diwali, Halloween. Oh my goodness. Oh, so let's learn together, respect each other, achieve our potential. Let's be great. Let's be Grange. Let's enjoy our wonderful school.